Oakland, California, Associated Press. A protest that shut down the Port of Oakland to show the broadening reach of the Occupy Wall Street movement ended in violence when police in riot gear arrested dozens of protesters overnight who broke into a vacant building, shattered downtown windows, sprayed graffiti, and set blazes along the way. At least 4 protesters were hospitalized Thursday with various injuries, including one needing stitches after fighting with an officer, police said. Several officers were also injured but didn't need hospitalization. We go from having a peaceful movement to now just chaos, protester Monique Agnew, 40, said early Thursday. Protesters also threw concrete chunks, metal pipes, lit Roman candles, and Molotov cocktails, police said. The far-flung movement of protesters challenging the world's economic systems and distribution of wealth has gained momentum in recent weeks, capturing the world's attention by shutting down one of the nation's busiest shipping ports toward the end of a day-long general strike that prompted solidarity rallies across the U.S. Several thousands of people converged on the Port of Oakland, the nation's 5th busiest harbor, in a nearly 5-hour protest Wednesday, swarming the area and blocking exits and streets with illegally parked vehicles and hastily erected chain-link fences afterward. Port spokesman Isaac Koss-Reed said evening operations had been effectively shut down. Port officials hope to resume maritime operations Thursday, and that port workers will be allowed to get to their jobs without incident. Continued missed shifts represent economic hardship for maritime workers, truckers, and their families, as well as lost jobs and lost tax revenue for our region. Big trucks were backed up Thursday morning as footage on KGO TV showed about a dozen protesters manning a chain-link fence blocking a port entrance. Truck drivers argued with protesters who said they planned to stay until at least 9 a.m. Port officials could not immediately be reached for comment on the status of operations at the port. Supporters in New York, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and elsewhere staged smaller-scale demonstrations. Each group said its protest was a show of support for the Oakland movement, which became a rallying point when an Iraq War veteran was seriously injured in a clash with police last week. The larger Occupy movement has yet to coalesce into an organized association, and until the port shut down, had largely been limited to scattershot marches, rallies, and tent encampments since it began in September. Organizers in Oakland viewed the strike and port shutdown as a significant victory. Police said that about 7,000 people participated in demonstrations throughout the day that were peaceful except for a few incidents of vandalism at local banks and businesses. Boots Riley, a protest organizer, touted the day as a success, saying, "We put together an ideological principle that the mainstream media wouldn't talk about 2 months ago."